All right, we are here at One Starry Night here in San Francisco with Lindsey Stirling. We're so excited. You're headlining our show tonight. You, by the way, headline everything. So just to know you're here with us, our listeners
Very
are
exciting.
crazy excited
Very
about
exciting.
you.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, you know, it's funny. I was on the way here. I found out I was headlining because I knew I was playing with Gavin DeGraw,
Right.
Andy Grammer. I love them, and I've played with both of them before. And I was actually shocked. I was like, "Wait, I'm the headliner? Really?" My drummer was like, "Yes, you are." So, surprise to me, but I'm just excited to be here.
Oh, is it neat to like do what you do and then start to work with people you've already loved in the past?
You know, my band and I were just talking about that today, how it's interesting that, you know, in high school, I listened to both of their music, and then to, like, be talking with them backstage, I'm like, my teenage self is dying inside right now. Like, that's so exciting and so cool. And, you know, I've gotten, like, on my most recent album, I got to work with Rivers Cuomo and,
Yeah.
you know, Christina Perri, people that I idolize, and it's just really exciting to see that, you know, music is so collaborative. It's such a family once you kind of enter it, and people are excited to work together.
Has there anybody that has shown up? Has there been anybody that's shown up at one of your shows that made you nervous? Like maybe somebody, famous or an ex-boyfriend or your parents or
Ooh, a little bit of both. No. Well, actually, this is kind of a funny story. I was dating a guy, and you know, his parents were coming to my show. First time meeting his parents. I'm like, kind of nervous about that. And it happened to be the same hometown as my ex-boyfriend's family was from. And no joke, they were sitting next to each other.
Oh my
in
God.
the
No
audience.
way.
I just about died. He's like, yeah, we were sitting right next to so-and-so's parents. And I was like,
Tell me they made friends.
yes. They
You
were.
guys all went out for drinks.
Oh yes, all proper, all friendly, but I know it was both were like, oh, like one of those.
It's so weird how you could have thousands of people out there, but if you know someone, you get nervous still.
Yeah,
You just want to impress
for
them.
sure. Everybody puts on, like, I know everybody kind of amps it up when they're in their hometown. You know, like the drummer gets a little crazier with the drums, and
Sure.
the dancers are a little bigger. Like, when it's your peeps, you know, you gotta.
What do you
Step
do
it up a
special for your
notch.
peeps? What do you do special for your peeps on stage?
For my peeps.
Yeah. Like if
Oh man, I just like kill myself. I go so hard. I'm like smiling so big and just putting on, you know, because every day I'm super tired when I get off the stage. But if it's like a place where I know people, then I
Right.
just like I want them to be so excited that they're here.
Extra cardio.
Exactly. I don't need to go to the gym. Not
You
when
know-
people are in town.
You and I are very alike because I was researching about it. Marcus makes fun of me because I'm really into self-development. And you mentioned on an interview that you read Brene Brown, and I'm like, ah.
Love it.
So we both are very into, and your album, Brave Enough, is all about that, embracing your vulnerability and stuff. So I commend you for that because it's really, really scary.
do you get your
Yeah.
aura read?
you know, I have gotten my aura read.
Yeah.
I'm one of those people as
Okay,
well,
fine.
and
So
I
is
love
she.
it.
So is she. I totally get
Thank
it.
you. Thank you. I get made fun of by all the guys in our station, so it's
Really?
nice to connect with a female who gets it.
There we go.
You
no,
finally found your Louise,
we're
Thelma.
soul sisters.
I know. Thelma and Louise. I love it. So tell us about this next year. Do you have any, like, do you do the whole resolution thing? Is there anything? Because I feel like life has just been going up, 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 up. Like, it keeps on getting better and great. So where to go from here?
Well, you know, it's funny, I have all these things swirling through my head because I am big on resolutions. And I think this year I've been really focusing on better balance. That was my goal for this year. I have, up until 2016, I had no personal life for about 5 years, you know, and so it's been really amazing to see how my life has been enriched, and I was able to write much better music. I was able to create a show that was better because I had better balance, you know, and I mean, by reading Brene Brown, I was learning all about, you know, these really important things, being vulnerable, and so that was the goal this year. Next year, I think I want to be better at the little things, like remembering some, you know, people's birthdays and remembering.
That's what
like,
Facebook is for. You're fine.
I bet you there's an app for that.
you know what? That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna find the app. But you know, those kind of things,
Yeah,
not
yeah,
necessarily
yeah.
birthdays, but just remembering what someone's favorite, you know, treat is, and just
Sure.
randomly surprising them with it.
Oh,
you
that's
know, like
sweet.
sending a letter, like an actual handwritten letter every once in a while. Like those kind of little things. I want to be that kind of a person. I know a couple of those, and they make you feel so good. Those kind of people.
Am I the only one whose handwriting has just disintegrated over the last
know.
10 years?
Like you never write.
I write
anymore.
like a second grader, like no joke. I'm embarrassed. Sometimes they have us write thank you letters, thank you notes to people, whether they be clients or listeners, and I'm embarrassed to send it. And I literally will write, I'm sorry that I write like a third. Do you have this problem?
You know, I think most people do. It's like even writing in full sentences, I think, is deteriorating. You know, spelling is like that's out the window.
I want to talk about the music because we were playing some of your music on the morning show this morning, and it's astounding. You're
Oh.
mesmerizing.
Oh,
Honestly, and
stop it.
I'm serious. It's one of those things where, and I grew up in a very musical family, but I'd never known anyone to play the violin like you do. Are you considered a virtuoso?
You know, I know some people will say like, oh, she's virtuoso. I would never call myself a virtuoso. I love what I do. I found a very good, like, perfect niche for myself.
Sure.
You know, but, you know, there are some classical violinists who could absolutely play the socks off me, you know, but it's just I find a balance between pop and between dance and between violin. So I kind of have my own little spot, but you know, the classical violinist in me knows that, you know, if I'd pursued classical, you know, there's a whole nother world out there.
Yeah. Well, good for you to follow that, because I'm sure it's weird when you're starting out. You're like, what is this? I don't even know, but I love it. What does it mean?
Yes, very much so. Where is it going? I don't even know what to call it, you know, but.
What do people call you? I mean, there's so many different genres you work in now, but is it like, do they say dubstep violinist? I mean, what?
For a while, that's, you know, I still get called that, and I don't mind that title. I love dubstep, and it's kind of the easiest way to just, in a nutshell, be like, I'm a dubstep violinist.
Yeah.
Take it and run with it. Done. Yeah.
Okay.
So for us, last question. For us, like, our main goal when we're talking on the radio and doing our jobs, we want to connect with the people that are listening and tell them about our lives and kind of keep them interested in us when we tell stories. As a violinist, what's your number one goal? Are you trying to tell a story with the violin? Or tell me about that. Tell me about what goes through your head when you're playing a song.
Yeah.
What are you trying to create?
You know, one thing in previous albums, a lot of the songs, almost all the songs have like a meaning, a quote, or a story, or something, or, you know, or just something from my life that it's based on. And so I love storytelling. And in my music videos, I try really hard to create stories for people to view, especially because most of it's instrumental. But I was really proud of my most recent album, mostly because the entire album is one story. And to make a concept album like that, where each song fills a piece of an arc of a story and takes, you know, hopefully takes the listener on a journey. That's my goal. Is I want people to go on a journey with my music and hopefully come out the other end feeling uplifted, inspired. You know, that they can do whatever they want to do.
Such a fan, man. I'm so glad. Thank you for coming out and doing our show.
Thanks for having me.
Lindsey Stirling, we're backstage live at One Starry Night.